All right, it's a racket y'all in my DMs asking questions about these Graphgans, and I can't keep answering the questions. Like, my wrist already hurt crocheting. I can't keep typing answers to y'all. Honestly, I need y'all to get on YouTube for the people that get paid to make tutorials teaching y'all how to do this. But I will show you something because I'm getting the same question asked over and over again. So I'm going to show you something. So something that I feel like is just common sense, which is something easy to do. When y'all adding new colors into something, you don't have to leave extra tails to sew in at the end. It's unnecessary. So I'm going to show y'all. So you see how I'm changing from teal to black. And the next thing is 31 black stitches and then 4 charcoal. Well, I'm using heather gray, but whatever. And then 4 gray stitches. So I'm going to show y'all something in a second. Let me do the 31 black stitches first. And then I'm going to show y'all how I add my colors in. First things first, when you're changing colors, whether you're doing single crochet, half double, double crochet, whatever, you do part of the stitch, and then before you finish the stitch out, that's when you change the colors. So remember, I had to do 31 black stitches, and now I have to do 4 grays. Now, I see a whole lot of y'all do this unnecessary ass shit. When y'all adding a new color, y'all leave this tail out. For what? Crochet over that. And then when you come back again and it's still like maybe this much left, crochet over that too. Like, this is unnecessary for you to have to sew in at the end. You're making extra work for yourself. Like, that's like so retarded. And if you have an issue with how my delivery is, you have to get off my page because y'all know I'm rude and y'all know I talk shit and oh well, I'm not going to change it. Stop doing this unnecessary ass shit. If you want to learn from me, you want to deal with trash talk. Stop doing this. All right, so I pulled mine out and did it over and I brought this with me. So now that the gray is done, I'm going back to the black. This is going to go over here with itself, and I'm going to add the black. I do not carry my colors all the way through. So me switching back to black, you will not see me drag this gray across this black. That is so ugly. Do not do that. I understand that if you're a beginner learning how to do these blankets or whatever, you think that's what you're supposed to do, especially because there are YouTube tutorials that, you know, the people who do that, don't do that ugly ass shit. That is so ugly. Your work is going to look trifling because certain colors you just cannot crochet over. Like, you're going to see it in the work. Do not do that. If you want to learn from me, do exactly what I'm telling you to do. Do not do that. You know, just add different colors every time you need it. I think that's all I need to tell y'all because I don't get paid for this. Like, like I'm giving y'all free game. I don't get paid for this. So that's all I got. Don't ask my software. And I do not currently sell my patterns. I'm not ready to be selling my patterns yet. That's all I got. Some tips for those trying to learn how to do these Graphgans. What can I tell y'all for free? Because, you know, black people love free. Y'all love some damn free shit. What can I tell y'all? Again, the single crochet thing, learn how to change colors. You can get on YouTube for that. People get paid to teach you how to do that. I do not get paid for that. I already showed y'all, you know, with the color things. Do not carry that color. I don't care if the YouTube video tells you to do that. Don't do that. It's so ugly. It's messy. It's disgusting. Don't do that. And I swear on everything, if I see y'all do that, I'm going to report y'all shit because I already told you not to do it. And I like when people listen. What else? What else can I tell y'all? I'm using a 5.5 millimeter. I started off years ago using a 5. I just started using a 5.5 like maybe a few months ago. I don't know. Anybody that I've ever seen make these blankets always use the 5.5, but that wasn't my thing, so I had to get used to that. I wouldn't recommend going above a 5.5. Just don't do it. I like when people listen to me, so do what I told you to do. When you buy patterns, try to buy the ones where people say they have the written instructions as well. That helps you so that you're not miscounting your boxes on the graph. This pattern I bought, I did not make this. Again, do not ask me my software because I'm not giving it to you. Google is your friend. I am not. But this one came with the written instructions, so it's easier than sitting there counting boxes on the graph and fucking up. I spent plenty of years doing that because I didn't know about people selling theirs with the written instructions. So it already counted it for you. 82 stitches, 31 black stitches, 4 charcoal, yada, 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 whatever. Makes it easier. Those written instructions come from a graph that looks like this. You go row by row. You go one way, cross that row out, you go that way, cross that row out, and then that way. Most graphs start from the bottom up, but there are people, for whatever stupid reason, sell graphs that start from the top going down. I don't understand that. I don't see the point. honestly, I can't even read that shit backwards because I'd be like hella confused. So yeah, but most graphs start with people with common sense from the bottom up. So you'll typically see something that says RS, which is for right side or whatever. That means, you're looking at it the right way. So just like this is what the design looks like. And the wrong side would be when it's flipped over backwards. You ain't gotta worry about that. Just make sure you get in each row this way and that way and this way and that way. Cross out each row if you're only using a graph. And print out the written instructions and cross out that row so you don't mess up and repeat something.